So Liver King recently made a video where he talks about his apology and apologizing. It was a dog shit video, let's be honest, but we all know this. But I have a problem with all the bashing and, oh, how could he? Who the fuck was surprised that he was on steroids, bro? Who? In the if you actually have IQ in the fitness community and you know a little bit about body composition and working out, then are you actually surprised? And my beef is, who the fuck cares that he lies? Man, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Why do you care so much? Or you think some people got scammed because they bought into his supplements? Bro, if you look at his physique and you are not perspicacious enough and you can't read people, you don't have the social capacity that to understand that he's full of bullshit and it's just a marketing scheme, then what the fuck did you expect? But my problem is, bro, it does work. Because yes, you will not look like him, but that could have a plethora of reasons. That could also mean, well, he's 1% genetics and you are not, right? Of course, like I'm just trying to set the example that what he preaches, living like your ancestors, bro, it's still very healthy and a very important message, all right? And that's my meta point. Because if you listen to what he says, okay, it's a little like showmanship and a little cringe sometimes, but bro, you have these bodybuilders who are on TRT and all this shit, and they admit it, right? A lot of them lie about it as well, and they eat motherfucking pancakes for breakfast and like 8 bowls of cereal, and then you have people watching that and
be like, well, if I take TRT and I eat 8 bowls of cereals per day, then I can be like him.
But you don't want to be like him, bro, because he exemplifies and preaches an extremely unhealthy lifestyle that will fuck up your entire system and feed the agenda of weakness, bro, of no critical thinking, of no actual self-worth and self-belief, because what you put in your body, bro, represents how much you value yourself. And these giant fucking muscle babies, they just have food addictions, but it's extremely unhealthy, and they justify it by lifting heavy shit, right? No wonder they all get a heart attack with 40 years old. Now you have Liver King, who, yeah, he lied. That's fucking really bad character trait, alright? At least he apologized, but yeah, still a fucking bad apology. Okay, yeah, I get that. Like, I'm not gonna support him. I'm not gonna get behind his business and marketing moves, but I can get behind his message that he was conveying and convincing people this is the way to look like me. Who cares, bro? Because if people undergo that, they are always gonna be off to a better life. If people eat liver instead of 8 bowls of cereal per day, they will always undergo a healthier and better mindset and physical transformation, right? And that's the problem with the entire thing. You have all these people, oh, well, who was surprised, bro? Like, who cares that he lied, man? Connecting to your biological self is one of the most important steps to becoming an independent thinker, become successful, tap into unlimited energy, tap into insane concentration, tap into high testosterone, high drive and ambition, realize things for how they are, realize the matrix around you. Like, if you're eating 8 bowls of cereals a day and injecting tren, right? It's so much worse for you, and it's just the consensual basis of cereal versus liver, right? And I know it's not just liver, and he has supplements he sells, but if you buy the supplements in hopes of looking like him, who gives a fuck? You're investing into your health anyway, because I'm sure liver supplements outdo whatever advice these fucking bodybuilders give you, right? If you can even call it advice. But I don't really see them talking about, don't do what I'm doing, don't live like I'm living. I'm only doing this because I'm addicted to shitty food and I'm stuck in this competition of being the biggest guy ever, right? And I think Liver King would not have gotten the same amount of exposure if he would have admitted, yeah, I'm on all these fucking steroids and all this stuff. And you know what that would have meant? Less people finding about a pretty healthy lifestyle, or a pretty important message that should be pushed a lot more, which is something I also follow, right? Living like your ancestors, in a sense. Not to, of course, to an extent. You don't have to live on the ground and not eat or not have a desk or anything like that. But walking around without shoes is great for you. Removing blue light is great for you. Eating liver is the best thing you can basically do for your diet. Getting rid of all these childish addictions. Getting a lot of sunlight, right? Walking around shirtless, okay, maybe not necessarily important, but like something like underwear actually lowers your testosterone level. And if you don't believe me, then you literally have no clue that the Matrix wants you have to have low T. Cereal got invented to make men infertile. You can look this up. Just Google Charles Kellogg's or whatever his name is, removing testosterone or something like that. It was his goal, after all. So in a sense, yeah, like, don't support his business, but don't shoot the messenger either. For me, Liver King is a messenger for a good cause. Because if people see him and they live like him, bro, and they, in hopes of looking like him, but he takes TRT and lied about it. The lying aspect is the problem, I understand that. But it still promotes something good. And anyone in the fitness community already knew that. Everyone in the fitness community knew that he was on TRT. It's an obvious thing, right? And if his character isn't developed enough, or if he's like a man who lies openly like that, that's not respectable, but it doesn't matter because his message still leads so many people to a good lifestyle and actually to break free from the slave program in their mind. Because if you live like a slave, you feel like a slave, right? You think like a slave. If you live like Liver King, you will not be a slave, trust me. Or if you live like me, I don't even know what Liver King specifically, like all of what he does, but from what I saw, it's a very good lifestyle to follow. Of course, without the injections, but in general, the message, it's good. So people are upset and kind of think he's a cunt for it, but he hasn't lost any fame. So in a sense, people are already preaching what I'm preaching, I think. Nobody's really taking it so serious, but that's just what I was thinking when I heard about this thing. You should always inspect things a little closer and then see how they're actually impacting people. Because, like I said, I don't believe his lies impacted any people negatively, and I believe his presence has had a much higher positive impact on people. Even though he bamboozled them, it's still a good message. That's basically it, man. Subscribe to my channel. We talk about many things like this here: fitness, self-improvement, habits, mindset, business, beliefs, all of this, right? The important shit that actually needs to be addressed. I have a big video coming out on optimizing your testosterone. I suggest you watch that. It talks about many things that Liver King preaches, and I will explain why they're healthy, right? For example, eating liver, right? But we know this, like, it's no secret anymore. Thanks for watching, man.